6 Craziest Reptiles You Will Ever See. 6. Spider-Man Lizard. Red-headed Rock Agama is one of the weirdest looking and most spectacular reptiles on the planet. This species of lizard is mainly found in most of Sub-Saharan Africa and can be identified by having a white underside, brown back limbs and a tail with a light stripe down the middle. Rock Agama has a brilliant red head and an electric blue body, which is why they are famously known as Spider-Man lizards. The males are extremely fierce and would protect their territory at any cost, and would even challenge other males by bobbing their heads, an action that looks like the lizard is doing push-ups. During fights, the male's body changes color to dark brown with a blue-gray pouch on their throats. However, when they bob their heads in front of the female, it means they are trying to impress her in an attempt to mate. The lizards measure around 14 to 15 inches in length, and feed on a wide variety of small prey gathered from their habitat. 5. Marine Iguana. This reptile is the only lizard that has the ability to live and forage at sea and represents the weirdest cases of adaptation worldwide. The adults are black for most of the year, however, the males change color during the mating season with different subspecies adopting different colorations. The highly adapted marine iguana from the Galapagos is not very agile but is an excellent swimmer and moves easily through the water as they feed on algae. The adult marine iguanas venture out far into the oceans and seas with the help of their powerful claws to find food, while the infants stay inshore near rock pools, feeding on algae exposed at low tide. Due to the high concentration of salt in their diet, marine iguanas filter their blood at the nose and sneeze out the excess salt, often forming salt crystals on the snout. Upon entering the water, their heartbeat slows to half its normal pace in order to conserve energy and allow them to feed for as long as possible. 4. Chinese soft-shell turtles. Turtle means hard shell, but the Chinese soft-shell turtles have a leathery shell and a rather blob-like form that combines with a curious-looking nose and splayed feet. This species was first described by Aaron Friedrich August Wiegmann in 1835 and is also referred to as the Asiatic soft-shell turtle. This weird reptile can reach up to a length of 1 centimeter, and its light and flexible shell help them to move easily through the water and in muddy lake bottoms. They sport a particularly grotesque physical adaptation, the ability to urinate through their mouths. This is because they carry a gene which produces a protein that allows them to secrete urea from their mouths. This adaptation helps them survive in brackish water by making it possible for them to excrete urea without drinking too much salty water. The male softshell turtles mate under the water or at the surface, after which the females lay 8 to 30 eggs in a clutch and may lay from 2 to 5 clutches each year. 3. European legless lizards. This species can be easily mistaken for a snake. However, they are distinctive features that separate legless lizards from snakes. Measuring up to an incredible 4 feet, the European legless lizard has considerable biting power and hunting skills that allow them to bring down a wide range of prey. Apart from no legs, the reptile has lizard-like features, such as longitudinal stripes, ear openings behind the eyes and a noticeably flattened head remain. They are also known as glass lizards because their tail can shatter and break into pieces, which grow back slowly, but is shorter and darker. European legless lizards feed extensively on snails and often wipe their nose on the ground to rid themselves of slime after feeding. The European legless lizard or Schultepasic occurs in southern Europe, the Balkans, the southern Crimean coast, the Black Sea coast, and Central Asia. When it comes to breeding, since glass lizards don't have arms, legs or hands, a male holds onto a female by placing his mouth on her neck and biting down. 2. Rhinoceros viper. The rhinoceros viper is a species of viper that is native to the central areas of Africa and generally grows to lengths of around 3 to 4 feet. Rhinoceros viper is among the most feared and effective predators on the planet and is known for its stunning appearance. This species is also referred to as the butterfly viper or the river jack, and their unique characteristic is that they have a horn on the tip of the nose. These venomous snakes feed on small prey, but many human interactions have dangerous consequences. The rhinoceros viper is distinctive thanks to its bold, quilt-like patchwork of brilliant colors that lends it recognition as one of the most beautiful snakes. The scientific name of this reptile is Bitus nasicornis, which was first identified in 1802 as Colibri nasicornis. Rhinoceros viper is too fat for a snake, and thus they move slowly and grow up to 3 to 4 feet. Wild ocel, this long-fanged forest snake delivers a bite that creates a serious and possibly fatal medical emergency. 1. Gouriel. One of the largest of all crocodilian species, Gouriel measures up to 20 feet in length, with males reaching 16 to 20 feet, 5 to 6 meters, in length. Females typically grow to lengths of 11.5 to 15 feet, 3.5 to 4.5 meters. Adult males develop a bulbous growth at the tip of their snout, called agara after the Indian pod it resembles. Unfortunately, Gouriel is threatened and now occupies only 2% of its former range across the Indian subcontinent. Adult Gouriels primarily eat fish, while juveniles also feed on insects, crustaceans and frogs. The crocodile's unique snout, along with its sharp, interlocking teeth, helps it capture prey, quickly striking at fish in the water. Historically, the Gouriel's range spanned rivers of Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Myanmar, Nepal and Pakistan. Today, only fragmented populations remain in Nepal and northern India.